Hello, and should I say, finally, finally the day has come when Mr. Trump becomes President of the United States of America. Finally, America will be great again. Yeah, I know, it's a cliche. I like it. It's catchy. Just like when Margaret Thatcher said, let's put the great back in Great Britain. And anyway, I'm not gonna talk about Trump right now. At least not much. That's not what I'm thinking about right now. This video is about basic income. And I'm not going to give you numbers. But, well, recently, the Norwegian businessman Stein Erik Hagen, who founded the grocery store chain Rimi. They are not around anymore. They was bought by someone. I don't remember who. Doesn't really care either. But he was on that meeting in Davos, where all the big shots seem to be right now. And he told a Norwegian newspaper that basic income might be it might be forced. We might have to have it because of technology making a lot of jobs well, useless, or well, because it can be done by robots and they disappear. Cars that drive themselves, and yeah, a lot of stuff. And Finland, one of my favorite countries, is making a basic income experiment right now. 2,000 Finnish citizens that I think were picked more or less random, and they were not allowed to say no, are now given 560 euros per month. Without any, they don't have to do anything to get it, but they get it if they want it or if they don't want it. They still get it. And of course, you can't live by 560 euros. That's pretty difficult. But that's not all they get. They get that in addition to their previous benefits. They use some kind of formula. I think they should have gone further and just instituted a real basic income for every citizen in Finland. And then countries like Norway and Sweden could have followed suit and done the same thing. I believe that Sweden will be among the last ones to institute basic income. Anyhow. And the article I read also stated that the countries like Canada is also interested, and even India, which I find interesting. However, one could say that arguing the case for basic income puts you in a very peculiar position, because this article about basic income in this Norwegian newspaper, Verdensgang, one of the biggest ones in Norway, the trade unions are against. The socialists, the left, they are against this. They don't want this. And why is that? Well, it's pretty easy to understand why that is. That is because socialists want people to depend on the state. They want people to depend on bureaucracies. They don't want people to be independent. While the right-wing arguments against basic income will go something along the lines of that is socialism. That it would be handing out money for free, money for nothing. Well, in one way, you could argue that that's the case. On the other hand, you have to be realistic. If all the simple jobs are gone, the entire population cannot become college professors or business owners. That's not going to happen. And we don't want a society where the bottom just falls out Maybe that's why it's Mr. Hagen, of previous owner of Rimi, who says this. Because as a good capitalist, he knows he don't want social unrest. This is when the left would say that he tries to buy himself some peace and quiet. Well, maybe he does. And what's wrong with that, really? Well, because all civilized societies has had systems to make sure that people don't starve, in one way or the other. And when the society becomes this advanced, why not just give everyone who is a citizen basic income? And then, because what happens in the system that we have now in Norway, in Sweden, and in many other countries, if you don't have a job and you don't have unemployment insurance for some reason, you might end up getting a welfare check. And what happens if you get your welfare check? It doesn't give you any incentives to work, because if you find a part-time job, you will not get to keep what you earn, because they will withdraw that from your welfare payout. So it will be like you were working for free. That is how you will feel. And the result is that you're not going to work, or that you are going to work but get paid under the table in the grey economy. If instead you would have a basic welfare system, the basic income, everyone gets a reasonable amount, everyone who is a citizen, maybe if you are above the age of 18, or well, I don't know. I haven't thought about all the details. This is just, I am promoting ideas. This is an idea that I think should be discussed. I haven't thought out everything yet. We'll see. But anyway, you get your basic income, which shouldn't be a lot, it should be a little, but it should be enough that you can live by it. And whatever you earn, except from that, you get to keep. Okay, you will have to pay taxes. I would propose that the income tax should be made flat. Or maybe that you should only have VAT, or I don't know. We could discuss that. And have you thought about how much a welfare system costs society? The kind of system that most Western countries have now. With all these bureaucrats who are getting paid, and they are not getting minimum wage. And all the control mechanisms to make sure that the people registered unemployed apply for jobs, and there's a lot of money going around. And these people could all be fired, I think, and they could. And it would be cheaper to have them on basic income than to have them to control people. Trust me. Believe me, as Mr. Trump says. I believe that basic income is going to come. It will force its way through, as Mr. Hagen said. And we should get on the train. We should start exploring how to do this. And I will follow the Finnish experiment with keen interest. I plan to go to Finland in the summer, which is a long time from now, I know, but time flies. And then I will discuss with the people there about their experiences. But anyway, I digress, because this is a topic that I could talk about forever. But that could get boring. So, I guess this is what I have to say. And now, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast, which I made extra luxurious this morning with mayonnaise and cheese and ham and pickles to celebrate that America becomes great again. This is A Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.